Hello children, welcome to Sunny Sky English High School. In 6th standard social science syllabus, we have proceeded towards lesson number 17, that is livelihood. In my previous session, I had already discussed regarding the varieties of livelihood people are associated with in order to earn their bread and butter. And some people are associated with farming and farm related activities, especially in the villages. Apart from that, what type of labor work they do in the village and all, and that is how they earn. There are also tailors, carpenters, then barbers, blacksmiths, farmers and many other people who are doing their work in the village and earn their livelihood. That I discussed in my previous session. In this session I will discuss regarding the farming, cattle rearing and livelihood, then connection of the village with the city and other ways of earning. This chapter is completely based upon the livelihood, so each and every topic in this session will be related to that only, especially farming, then cattle rearing and then livelihood. Then why? Because farming and cattle rearing are two sides of the same coin. Apart from that, how it is yielding the bread and butter and money and livelihood, and as an occupation they are very much relevant for the earning money. Then connection of the village with the city. Why? Because cities and villages are interdependent on each other. From village city people get their foods and their vegetables and fruits, and then other ways of earning money. That means if people are associated with service sector like professors, doctors, teachers and people giving service in the banks and all, so there are other ways of earning money also. So let us understand about that. Now here is a cycle or a wheel in which from January to December, what all plowing seasons are there. So for 8 months the agriculture and harvesting occupation is very much active in our country. Say for example, from May, June plowing is done. Why? Because these are the summer months. Afterwards in June, July, August, then rain comes, so sowing is done. And then in September, October weeding is done, and in November, December harvesting is done by the farmers. So all these things are for 8 months the farmer is occupied in their work, and for remaining 4 months they are doing cattle rearing work and earning milk from selling milk to the milk cooperatives and earning their livelihood. So that is how it is. Now Parvada, now let us understand regarding this farming, cattle rearing and livelihood. Pandarvada is a small village. Salman lives here. Salman has his own farm. Salman has 10 acres of land. He himself does the farming in his farm. Now Pandarvada is a small village and one man named Salman is living here. He is having his own farm and he has almost 10 acres of land. He himself does farming in his farm. Why? Because he doesn't need any other laborer or any other person to help him. He is capable enough to manage his own farm. So Salman is doing the farming work. Whenever he needs help, he takes help and continuous farming. He pays for this help. Now sometimes when Salman needs somebody's help in his farm and farm related activity, he hires some person on the daily wages, and then when his work is done, he is telling that person to go. So that is how whenever Salman needs any laborer's help, he will hire him, and when he is in no need and if he can do on his own, that time he is not hiring any laborer in his farm. He brings seeds and fertilizers from the market dealers. So seeds and fertilizers are also very important thing, because after plowing the field we need seeds and fertilizers in order to sprinkle in the farm, and then only crops can grow properly. Dealers lend him seeds and fertilizers. He returns money to the dealers when the crop is harvested. Why? Because after harvesting of crops and selling the crops in the market or in the market yard or a mandi, Salman gets his money. So afterwards only he is returning to the dealers the money which is been indebted to him in the favor of fertilizer and seeds. With the rest income, he makes his living for 7 to 8 months. To make living for rest of the months, he generates money through cattle rearing. Now, whatever money he has earned after harvesting the crop and selling the crop, he is first paying to the dealers who has supplied him seeds and fertilizer. Afterwards, with remaining money, he is managing his 7 to 8 months of living, and the rest of the 4 months he is doing cattle and cattle related activities. Salman has 1 cow and 2 buffaloes. He generates required income from their milk. Salman sells milk to the Milk Cooperative Society. He makes up to his living from this income for remaining 4 months. Now Salman sells milk to the Milk Cooperative Society and he makes up his living from this in the remaining 4 months, and afterwards the entire year is passed. First 8 months for sowing and then selling and harvesting the crops, after the remaining 4 months from cattle and cattle rearing activities, which is also a good source of income for Salman. He makes up his living from this income for the remaining 4 months. Sometimes Salman works in an industry of a nearby city to earn his livelihood through retail work. So Salman works in an industry of a nearby city to earn his livelihood through retail work. So nearby city he is going sometimes and earning some money from the industries also, or a factory nearby. Now, connection of the village with the city. Ramnagar is a small village. There is a merchant named Jagabhai. He has a small shop. Vegetables are available in his shop. Along with grocery, many necessary things of life are also available there. Soap, salt, medicines and other types are also available in this shop. Most of the people grow rice in Ramnagar. Now Ramnagar is a small village, and there in a small village one merchant is there. His name is Jagabhai. He has a small shop in which he is selling some vegetables, grocery items, soap, shampoos, salt and other types of medicines are also available in his shop. Most of the people living in Ramnagar are growing rice. If village people need anything from Jagabhai's shop, then they take rice to the shop. In a lieu of rice, Jagabhai gives them their demanded things. He sells rice to the big shop of the city, which he has purchased and collected from the village people at a lower rate, and sells at the little higher rate and earns money. Now Jagabhai, what he is doing, many people, especially farmers, come to Jagabhai's shop, sell their rice to him, and then Jagabhai is selling that stock of rice to the other part of the city into big merchants, and he is earning money from that way, and people in return get their demanded things from his shop. So that is how they are doing some kind of barter system, in order to, in the exchange of goods, all are earning money and earning favors from each other, which he has purchased and collected from the village people at a lower rate and sells to a higher rate and earns money. We have read about the case of the farm labor like Madhuba. In addition to a big farmer like landlord, we saw details of small farmers like Salman as well as the small traders like Jagabhai. They also have their own sources of income along with the small shop. So everybody has this other occupations, not only one occupation but other occupations through which they can earn their money. So we have given the example of Madhuba, Salman and Jagabhai. All are doing some other work also apart from their main work, so that they can earn their livelihood in a best possible way. Besides cattle rearing and retail labor, we have also noticed in detail about the people who live life by earning through retail work and in the industrial estate also. So many people are working in the small factories, in industrial estate, through retail work, earning through many other sources. So they earn money differently and sources of income differ and people are sustaining their life. So we have discussed about so many people's labor work. Some people are small laborers, some are farm owners, some are shop owners, and that is how the work is being carried out. Other ways of earning. Sancharda is a small village. It is situated in a seashore, on the seashore. So Sancharda is also a village, but it is situated near the seashore. So that means nearby that place many fishermen must be living and they must be associated with fishing activities. So whole year they must be catching fishes and selling. It is situated on the seashore. Rudiba Ben and Lakhima live there. They do not have their own land for farming. They neither do retail work nor earn money with any permanent work at any place. Ridhiba Ben and Lathima are engaged in farming. So here, because these people are living near the seashore, they are not associated with farming and farm related activities. Actually, they are associated with fishing related activities. Whole year they are not having any permanent job nor they have their own farm, but they are catching fishes and selling, and that is how they are earning money. Fisherman is also called the food producer. Fish is a marine life. Ridhiba Ben's husband helps her in her household chores. Lakhima is an old woman. Her husband has died. There is a small boat with Ridhima Ben and Lathima. They keep it at the seashore. They have a small net and other devices to catch fishes. They go into the sea to catch fishes. They have to go far away from the shore into the sea to catch fishes. They do fishing for 8 months for getting their livelihood. Now obviously for fishing you need a small boat also and a net and other sources through which we can catch fishes. So fishing for 8 months is the livelihood for Ridhiba Ben and Lakhima. Why? Because they don't have their own farms nor they have other occupation to do. So that is why they are associated with fishing and fishing related activities. It is risky to explore the sea during the monsoon season. Hence, Ridhiba Ben and Lathima do not go for fishing during the monsoon months. Why? Because of the tidal waves during the monsoon months. It is very risky for any farmer for any fisherman living nearby the seashore to catch the fish. So it becomes very difficult. Person like Ridhiba Ben and Lakhima are helpless in front of natural calamities like rain, cyclone, etc. Obviously, there is always a huge threat of heavy rainfall or a cyclone. Why? Because people living near the seashore are always helpless with the nature. And anytime natural calamity can strike, they can take away their livelihood, and even sometimes sea can take their life also. So it is a risky job to catch the fish. They also have to face difficulties during these times of calamities. Since they do not have any other way to generate income, they are unable to do fishing. The problem with the monsoon season is that they can't do fishing. And apart from fishing, they don't know any other occupation. So that is why when they are unable to do fishing, they have to generate other income. So any work they have to do, whichever work comes their way, they have to do when they are not doing the fishing work. So this is their problem. It is very difficult to get work in that time. That is why they have to borrow money to make living. When it is possible for them to catch fish and to sell them, only then they return money. They face difficulty in fishing too. So fishing also is done only 8 months in a year. Rest of the 4 months, especially during the monsoon season, the fishermen are always facing problem in order to catch the fish. Why? Because anytime natural calamity can strike and they can fall a trap into it, they may risk their life or they may die also. So anybody will not risk their life, or rather they will always choose and opt for other occupation so that they can earn their money. Plastic and polluted water. of the industries go to the sea through rivers or drainage, and due to this sea water gets polluted. Number of fishes are also decreasing due to pollution. Now pollution in the sea water is very common because of the impurities which are being thrown by the industries, and even the drainage water is being dumped into the sea, and because of that the fishes are dying, and sometimes fishermen cannot catch fish also because fish is not available in abundance due to the polluted water. Fishes have also become extinct. This situation creates tension for Lakima and Rizibaben. Fishing is not possible during the cyclone. Economically, they were severely affected during tsunami. Their boat also damaged during this time. She could not go for fishing for a long time. Hence, government financially helped them to purchase a new boat. Now, during the time of tsunami or any kind of natural calamity, it so happens that the places near the seashore are completely devastated. People may face problems, economic problems. So, government is also giving some helping hand to the fishermen also, so that they can buy a new boat or net or other devices which they need for catching the fish. So that is why this all things are very much there. In this way, people go to the cities from village and they sell their items like milk, vegetables and other things to earn their living. So because villages or seashore has become so problematic sometimes, so that people face difficulty in earning their livelihood, and because of that problem many people from the villages go to the big cities in order to earn their livelihood. They may sell vegetables or fruits or milk, or they sell some other things and then they live there. Why? Because they have no other options. So I hope you have understood this much. When we come in the next session, we will discuss regarding the life in the cities of our country. So urban cities, how it is there, how they are advanced, what type of work people do there, what type of lifestyle people live in the urban cities, that we will discuss. In this session I am giving you some important 12 question answers so that you can write it one time in your CW. So make sure that you complete your CW, read the textbook in order to understand the chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.